Have you ever wondered how an ordinary girl from Chicago's South Side became the First Lady of the United States? The story lies in her upbringing, the formative years that sculpted her character. The influence of her parents, their values and lessons, were instrumental in shaping this remarkable woman. Their emphasis on hard work, education, and integrity were the building blocks that led her to the White House. This is the story of Michelle Obama, as told in her memoir, Becoming. Michelle Obama's journey started in a humble apartment on Chicago's South Side. Born in the winter of 1964, Michelle LaVaughn Robinson grew up in a modest household that was rich in love and values. Her father, Fraser Robinson, worked diligently at the city's water plant, while her mother, Marion, was a stay-at-home mom, providing a nurturing environment for Michelle and her older brother, Craig. Their parents instilled in them the principles of hard work, honesty, and respect for others. Michelle fondly recalls her father's deep commitment to his job, despite his progressing multiple sclerosis, a testament to his resilience and unwavering dedication. The Robinsons also preached the value of education, a message that resonated deeply with young Michelle. Growing up, Michelle faced her fair share of challenges. She attended public schools in Chicago, some of which were under-resourced and overcrowded. The racial tensions of the 70s also cast a long shadow over her early years. But Michelle was not one to back down. She fought hard, using these obstacles as fuel for her ambition. Michelle was a determined and resilient young woman who sought to make the most of every opportunity that came her way. She was a studious individual, often the first to raise her hand in class, and the last to leave the library. She excelled academically, and her efforts paid off when she was accepted to both Princeton University and Harvard Law School. But her achievements didn't come easily. She often felt the weight of being one of the few African-American students in predominantly white institutions. Yet, she never let these difficulties define her. Instead, she used them as a stepping stone, a catapult that propelled her to greater heights. Michelle's early years were marked by a sense of determination and resilience. The lessons she learned, the values she embraced, and the challenges she overcame all shaped the woman we know today. A woman who would go on to become a powerful advocate, a beloved First Lady, and an inspiring figure for millions around the world. But the South Side was just the beginning for Michelle. Michelle Obama's pursuit of excellence took her to Princeton and Harvard, and into a high-powered legal career. From the South Side of Chicago to the hallowed halls of Princeton University, Michelle Obama's journey was one of determination and grit. Despite the challenges she faced as a minority student in a predominantly white institution, she refused to be defined by the limitations set by others. Instead, she used these experiences to fuel her resolve, graduating cum laude in sociology, and later earning a law degree from Harvard. As a high-flying lawyer, Michelle's career was on an upward trajectory. She was making strides in a field where few women, let alone women of color, had made their mark. Yet, she was not immune to the racial and gender biases that permeated the workplace. Despite the professional success she enjoyed, these biases served as stark reminders of the persistent inequalities in society. Instead of letting these experiences discourage her, Michelle used them to fuel her passion for equality and justice. She came to realize that her true calling was not in corporate law, but in public service. This realization led her to leave her position at a prestigious law firm to serve as an assistant to the mayor of Chicago, later becoming the executive director of Public Allies, an organization dedicated to inspiring young people to become leaders for social change. Through her work, Michelle sought to break down barriers and create opportunities for those who had been marginalized. She used her platform to advocate for those whose voices were often unheard, striving to create a more inclusive and equitable society. Her journey, marked by ambition, resilience, and a deep commitment to social justice, serves as an inspiration to many. It is a testament to her belief that with hard work and perseverance, one can overcome any obstacle. Yet, Michelle's biggest challenge and achievement was still to come. When Barack Obama became the 44th President of the United States, Michelle Obama became more than a lawyer or a mother. She took on the role of First Lady, a position that carries its own weight, expectations, and influence. For 8 years, the White House would be her stage, her home, and her office. During this time, Michelle Obama would become a force to be reckoned with. She championed initiatives for health and education that would leave a lasting impact. Let's take a moment to dive into these moments of her White House years. Michelle's Let's Move campaign was an ambitious effort to tackle childhood obesity. She aimed to inspire kids to be more active and to make healthier food choices. She transformed the White House lawn into a vegetable garden, setting an example for the rest of the nation. She also worked to improve school lunches across the country, pushing for meals that were nutritious and delicious. Education, especially for girls, was another cause close to her heart. The Let Girls Learn initiative was designed to break down the barriers that prevent girls worldwide from receiving a quality education. This was not just about textbooks and classrooms, but about empowering young women to take charge of their futures. Yet, amid all these public duties, Michelle Obama also had a private life to balance. She was a mother to 2 daughters growing up in the global spotlight, a wife supporting her husband through the rigors of presidency, and a woman navigating her own path in the world's most famous address. Her White House years were marked by her grace, her strength, and her unwavering commitment to making a difference. Through triumphs and trials, she remained a symbol of resilience and hope. But what happens when you leave the most famous address in America? That's a question that Michelle Obama would have to answer in her own unique way, just as she did during her time as First Lady. But that's a story for our next scene. Michelle Obama's journey didn't end with the White House. Indeed, the end of Barack Obama's presidency marked the beginning of a new chapter in Michelle's life. The former First Lady didn't retreat into the shadows of obscurity. Instead, she stepped boldly into the limelight, carving out her own path and continuing to make a difference. She became a beacon of hope and inspiration, not just in America, but across the globe. Her charisma, intelligence, and unwavering commitment to public service propelled her forward. Her journey post-White House years is a testament to her relentless pursuit of positive change. Michelle continued to champion the causes she held dear during her time as First Lady. Education, health, and military families remained at the forefront of her agenda. She kept working tirelessly, advocating for access to quality education for all, promoting healthy lifestyles, and supporting military families. She also stepped onto the literary stage, penning her memoir, Becoming. The book became an instant bestseller, resonating with readers around the world. It's not just a recounting of her life's journey, but a powerful narrative that inspires millions to overcome obstacles and reach their potential. In the book, she shares candid insights about her life after the White House, revealing her struggles and triumphs, hopes and fears. Becoming is not just a memoir, it's a clarion call for empowerment, encouraging readers to become the best versions of themselves. Moreover, Michelle continues to use her platform to amplify voices that often go unheard. She's a staunch advocate for equality and justice, echoing the sentiments of many who yearn for a fairer, more inclusive world. She's also been a pillar of support for her family, helping her daughters navigate the complex world of adulthood while supporting her husband in his post-presidential endeavors. In essence, Michelle's life after the White House is a testament to her enduring commitment to public service, her ability to inspire, and her relentless pursuit of positive change. Michelle Obama's story is far from over. So, what can we learn from Michelle Obama's memoir, Becoming? The beauty of this memoir lies not merely in the extraordinary life of Michelle Obama, but in the universal truths and values it brings to light. Michelle's life story is a testament to the power of resilience. From her humble beginnings on the south side of Chicago to her time in the global spotlight as First Lady of the United States, she faced numerous challenges. Yet, she never allowed these obstacles to deter her. Instead, she used them as stepping stones, always finding a way to rise above and move forward. Her commitment to public service is another shining beacon throughout her narrative. Rather than being driven by personal ambition or desire for fame, Michelle has always been guided by a deep-rooted commitment to making a difference in people's lives. Whether it was through her work as a lawyer, a hospital executive, or the First Lady, she constantly sought ways to uplift others. Lastly, Michelle's values are the foundation of her life's journey. Her belief in the importance of education, family, hard work, and compassion shaped her into the woman she is today. These values served as her compass, guiding her actions and decisions throughout her personal and professional life. In the words of Michelle Obama herself, becoming isn't about arriving somewhere or achieving a certain aim. I see it instead as forward motion, a means of evolving, a way to reach continuously toward a better self.